Bienvenue mes amis and welcome to another Adventure in French. Today's adventure is the 5.1 vocabulary from our favorite textbook, Bien dit, Level 1. We start with un appareil photo numérique. Un appareil photo numérique, which means digital camera. Right? Next up, l'automne. L'automne. And that means autumn. Next, un casque. Un casque. What could that mean? Let's see. A helmet. Okay? On to number 4. L'été. L'été. That was fairly simple, and it means summer. Okay? Un mois. Un mois. And that means month. Okay? Number 6 coming up. L'hiver. L'hiver. And that means winter. Number 7. Un passe-temps. Un passe-temps. Pastime. On to number 8. Le printemps. Le printemps. Spring, as in springtime, the season. Number 9. Un ski. Un ski. Well, I'll bet you can figure out that one. A ski. Number 10. Une année. Une année. And you can see we've moved into our feminine nouns here. And this word means year, as in a calendar year. Number 11. Une raquette. Une raquette. A racket, like a tennis racket or a badminton racket. All right? Number 12 coming up. Une saison. Une saison. Season, like a season of the year. Number 13. Janvier. Janvier, which is the word for January. So for a while now, we are going to be going through the months of the year, of course, in order. So pay attention. Next up, février. 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 February. Mars. Mars. Notice we do pronounce that final S. March. Avril. Avril. Which is April, of course. Next. Mai. Mai. And that is the month of May. Following that is juin. Juin. June. And after June comes juillet. Juillet, which is July. Then comes août. Août. Now, in some parts of France, you will hear it pronounced août, but in Paris, août, and that means August. All right? Septembre, septembre. September. Octobre, octobre, which of course is October. Novembre, novembre. November. And then we finish the year, of course, with décembre, décembre, December. And I hope you noticed as we went through the months of the year that the French do not capitalize the months of the year, just like they don't capitalize the days of the week. Okay, let's move on with our vocabulary. Number 25 coming up. Faire du jogging. Faire du jogging. That's a verb phrase that means to go jogging. All right, and we're going to come up now on a series of these faire expressions. As you know, faire is the French verb that means to do or to make. But when talking about a sport or an activity where we often use the word to go, the French will use the word to do. So, let's go on now to number 26. Faire du patin à glace. Faire du patin à glace. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's move back. That's better. To go skate, to go skating. And this refers to ice skating. All right, you can probably tell by the word glace in there, which means ice. To go ice skating. Faire de la photo. Faire de la photo. To take photographs, to take photos. Faire du skate. Faire du skate. And that is to skateboard, to go skateboarding. All right? So don't think about skating like roller skating. It really refers to skateboarding. Next up. Faire du ski. Faire du ski. Which, of course, is to go skiing. Follow that with faire du sport. Faire du sport. Easy enough to figure out. To play sports. Faire du surf. Faire du surf. Which, of course, is to go surfing. Faire du théâtre. Faire du théâtre. To do drama. Faire du vélo. Faire du vélo. To go biking. Jouer au basket. Jouer au basket. To play basketball. Jouer à des jeux vidéo. Jouer à des jeux vidéo. And that means to play video games. Next, number 36. Jouer au hockey. Jouer au hockey. Yes, you figured it out, I'm sure. To play hockey. Jouer au tennis. Jouer au tennis. And this is so obvious. To play tennis. I hope you've noticed that the verb jouer, which means to play, when it's followed by a game or a sport, you have to precede that with a. So it's always jouer à a game or a sport. All right? Jouer au volley. And you can see the O, it's always jouer followed by a when referring to a game or sport. Jouer au volley is to play volleyball. It should say to play volleyball. I apologize for that. We'll get that fixed for the next edition. Jouer de la batterie. Jouer de la batterie. Notice here the jouer is followed by de. Okay, and you're going to see why. Jouer de la batterie. It means to play the drums. So when you're talking about playing an instrument rather than a game or sport, the expression is jouer de. So remember that. Jouer à for playing games or sports. Jouer de for playing an instrument. Let's go on to the next one. Jouer de la guitare. Jouer de la guitare, which of course would be to play the guitar. Jouer du piano. Jouer du piano, of course, to play the piano. All right, we're winding down here. Qu'est-ce que tu fais comme sport? Qu'est-ce que tu fais comme sport? What sports do you play? All right, next. Qu'est-ce que tu fais pour t'amuser? Qu'est-ce que tu fais pour t'amuser? What do you do for fun? Okay, 44. En hiver, en été, en automne, en janvier. And that means in winter, in summer, in fall, in January. When you want to say in with these words, you use the word en. So with the seasons of the year, except for spring, and all months, you use the word en, to mean in. So what do you do about springtime? Well, let's see. Au printemps. Au printemps. Which means in spring. So for some reason, spring is the one season of the year we don't use en with to mean in. We use au. So it's au printemps to mean in spring. And our last vocabulary item, ta-da! Quand est-ce que tu fais du ski? Quand est-ce que tu fais du ski? When do you go skiing? So this vocabulary was filled with activity. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved sharing it with you. And don't worry, I'll be back soon with the 5.2 vocabulary. Until then, au revoir mes amis.